Okay, so in honor of my sophomore year of college, I am doing this review of my sophomore year in high school.
Wake up in the morning feeling like pee.
Hi! I had an idea to make a vlog. My mom really didn't like the last one I made. She said it was really not interesting and I talked about my hair too much. But it's beautiful. How could I not talk about it? So I found my sophomore year planner. First of all, this is 2009, 2010. I was 15 and 16. Let's just go through it, shall we? In the beginning, this is what is there. Mom, isn't this more interesting? First of all, this is the senior recital thing for my sister. She was a senior that year, and at our school, because it's a performing arts high school, they do senior recitals. And this is meaningful. I feel like I should frame this and send it to her. I was writing a story about Harry Potter, and these are the three characters: Lily Riddle and Valentina Riddle, and they were the descendants of Ginny and Harry and Draco and whoever the girl Draco marries. They have a baby, and then these are their descendants, and so they're like outcasted because it's like Romeo and Juliet. So it was Romeo and Juliet meets Harry Potter. So basically, Grace's sophomore year. Okay, so that's that. Thanks to Alan Gonzalez for teaching me how to draw like this. I wanted to go to University of St. Thomas and be a teacher, a kindergarten teacher. And then I had 2 books checked out. Let's see what the fine was. $3. I don't think I checked these out. I think my best friend at the time. Total fine was $9. We did All I Really Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten, the musical, and we went to visit a kindergarten. And that's my visitor pass. It was the first one I ever had. I felt like an adult. In the corner I wrote Grace and John forever, who was my boyfriend at the time, but I erased John and put Hannah because Hannah was my best friend. Is my best friend. So let's just read my notes from the beginning. And keep in mind I was 15. Ready? A quote from Socrates. One cannot learn what one does not know, since if one does not know it, one cannot recognize it as truth when one learns it. So basically, you can't learn anything? Then here is something that I wrote. Guys, this is a dramatic reading of 15-year-old Grace's dramatic life. Ready? We were so happy just yesterday. But then you had to go and throw it all away. What did she do that was so right? What did I do that was so wrong? I thought this was finally real. I thought we'd sign the deal. We were so happy just yesterday. But then you had to go and throw it all away. Just threw it all away. What did she do that was so right? What did I do that was so wrong? A quote from Alan Gonzalez. Somebody left their disgusting little honey bun in my basket, which apparently I thought was hilarious enough to write down. I won't go through all of this because I feel like you'll be bored. I just think it's funny. I mean, think about how much you judge someone because of what they did in high school. Up until this year, I had so much resentment for my boyfriend at the time, and I had resentment for my friends when they were 15, 16, 17, even 18 and 19. We're dumb. I would not want anyone to judge me based on the decisions I made when I was 15. I was learning, I was growing, I wouldn't take any of it back because I learned a lot from those years. But okay, let's keep going. Spanish class, driver's ed, season tickets. We sold season tickets. Went to some parties. Oh, here's a good one. Oh, September. Week of September 14th, 2009, I had a really significant thing happen. We had a dance class. Even though I was a designer, we had a dance class, and we were doing Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, and we were learning a tap dance to it. They would pick the best people to dance it in front of the class, and she picked me, and I was so surprised because I was a good tap dancer. Can you imagine? I can't even do it now, which makes me really sad because I have this knee thing and it's not strong enough, and that's one of my goals in my life, is to be at a place where I can tap dance again. That was so fun to tap dance to that song, and we did a lot of dances, and that was the one that I was really good at, and she noticed, which was so significant for me. I was so excited. So that was a big thing that happened to me when I was a sophomore in high school. Okay, so here's something. I had just started dating John. And this girl, Irene, in English class, because John and I had English together, and we like to hold hands during English class, she suggested some songs. And I have them all, and I still listen to them, because I went that day and bought them on iTunes. And she suggested these to be our song. The Way You Make Me Feel, Can't Get Enough by Barry White, Prototype, and Tech Romance. And I have them all. None of those ended up being our song. In fact, my friend Cheyenne chose our song. Let's just talk about how little I started to write compared to beginning, middle. Oh, look, guys. Do you remember doing this? Oh, I wish it wasn't reversed. Grace and John. Oh, so cute. Oh my gosh. Dorks. Here's a good one. Sophomore year, I totaled a car. It was Thanksgiving, and my dad took me out. I had just gotten my permit, just gotten it. And I drove down to our family church. Yes, we have a family church anyways. And then I drove back, and I knew I had missed the turn into my granddad's, long driveway to his ranch. We're really Texan. And my dad was like, turn, turn! And so I turned anyways over a ditch and into a fence. And we spent the rest of Thanksgiving in the hospital. My dad's car was totaled, and it is not something that I will ever be able to live down. My little brother had gotten in trouble a few weeks before for drawing on that car, so I think I got him off the hook for that one. Only Grace. Nothing. By February, I was not writing anything. I was going through a lot of stuff at the end of my sophomore year. Realizing things about myself, realizing things about other people. You learn a lot. You learn a lot when you're 15, 16. Because when you're 15 and somebody doesn't really love you, you gotta believe them. Sweet 16! When you're dating a lighting designer, one of the most romantic things they can give you is a strip of gel. This is what my boyfriend gave me, see? It makes everything red. And I think that's what this was. Obviously has an impact on my life. Finally, do you guys remember wrapping lockers? This is a little piece of when my friends wrapped my locker sophomore year. Which is so sweet. Isn't that sweet? I saved it, guys. Love you. Okay, that was really boring. And Mom, look. And I had a subject. I planned it. Love you. Bye.
The stars lean down to kiss you.